Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a rambunctious couple in love that loves reacting to some RWBY.
Rambunctious for RWBY.
Yeah! And so, reacting to RWBY Volume 9, Episode number 4 today. And you can get early ad-free access to our reactions. You can get a month ahead over on Patreon, patreon.com/definitely-not-definitive, or click the link in the description of this video.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Bucky looks ready.
He does. He's in his little spot.
So cool to see how much they've just kind of grown
Evolved,
up.
yeah. Both the animation and just the characters themselves.
I don't know why I feel like it's most noticeable in Weiss for some reason. Just because that image of her first iteration when she was just so she's like, was I ever this pompous?
Yeah.
A little bit Weiss. It's like seeing her now.
Yeah. Still need to meet that girl.
Mm-hmm.
And see where John is. And RWBY needs to get Ruby Rose.
It's all true, but
Kitty. Oh, come on, kitty. The cat's cage quarters. Excuse me.
I know, it's a cat.
You're excused.
Oh, cat. Curious cat?
Cheshire
Which
cat.
one do you go by?
Oh, I don't go by. That belongs to the days and the years. But if you are asking me what I am, I do suppose I am indeed a cat. Most curious.
Of course. Look, my friends and I really need to get to that giant tree, and so far nothing we've tried has gotten us any further. It looks to me like we're even farther.
Yeah, I think that's because we're 6 inches tall.
It could be both. Tree. Of course. That is most definitely impossible. You do not go to the tree goes to you. Unless, of course, you're me. You see.
Not even a little bit.
Well, that's your problem. It's a matter of perspective, I'm afraid.
But couldn't you take us then? You've been there before.
So why would I ever want to go back? Yes, I'm glad we understand one another. No sense in seeing a sight seen.
Please. You helped Alex when she was...
Alex? How do you know her? Are you friends of hers? Lifelong nemesis? Wait, don't tell me. Okay, no, tell me.
Well, we don't know her personally. Just...
She wrote a book about her entire adventure in the ever after.
A book? Is it well liked?
It's kind of a childhood favorite of everyone's, where we're from.
Yes. Oh, please, I simply must know more. What did she write about? How was I portrayed? And do I smell a mouse?
Oh, no.
From one cat to another, could you give us a minute, please?
Oh, so they're spoken for. Well, please hurry. I have so many questions.
Are we sure they're not called the constantly annoying cat?
Got him. Totally roasted.
Guys, the curious cat was described as an ally with an appetite for information.
Just because they don't want to go back to the tree doesn't mean we can't lure them there.
Okay. Yeah, we just need to keep their attention along the way. That shouldn't be too hard. We know all
Got a
sorts
laser
of
pointer?
Cat's gone.
Oh, wait up! Didn't you have questions for us? We'd be happy to answer them.
I sense a butt approaching.
And not just mine.
No, I mean, we do still need to go to the tree, but that'll take ages, right? Plenty of time to tell you all the stuff from our world. Look, ever seen a scroll before? Ooh.
Luminous rectangle. Ooh. What does this button do? Why is it painting tiny flat versions of me? Is that what I look like, smiling?
Hook, line,
More
and
questions.
sinker.
How exciting. So, the old man and the boy share a body now? Ooh, that's got some uncomfortable implications. Who thought that was a helpful way to reincarnate? The same people who put a city in the sky? Oh, speaking of Atlas, did that CL girl from the Vital Festival ever come back in a notable way? There's just so many characters to keep track of. Wait, what was my original question?
Blake, it's your turn. You asked about the origins of Remnant.
That's right. Woo, those two brothers. Talk about a god complex, am I right? All in all, a rather entertaining summary, though I felt some of the character voices were a bit uninspired. Looking at you, wise huntress.
Again, it's Weiss. Just Weiss.
Apologies. To your credit, you lot certainly know more about the beginnings of Remnant than Alex did. That girl could barely see past her own nose.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh, you know, just hilariously concerned with trivial things.
Yeah, but
Like
she learned
people.
her lesson in the end, right?
I'd certainly say so. Oh, would you look at that? The edge of the garden's acre.
Leaf peeping.
This
like
entire
Bucky.
world is put together like a bunch of mixed up puzzle pieces. How does anyone make sense of this?
Each acre is made specifically for its inhabitants and their roles. Is it not like that on Remnant?
No.
How strange. It never even occurred to me to ask that before.
I have a question I'd like to ask. How much longer before we're back to regular size?
Not long at all. The garden is just down this path and is sure to have all the ingredients we need for a lovely Grogurt parfait. Just don't go talking to anyone
Grogurt?
without me. If you're not careful.
We might get our heads cut off.
That is how we met, isn't it? Oh, you Remnant folk are such troublemakers.
I like it.
Well, I'm sure we'll cause a lot less trouble once we're back to normal.
Bah, I don't see what all the fuss is about. Some of my best friends are 6 inches tall. If I were you, I'd be more worried about... Oh, who was that scary sorceress you mentioned? Salim?
Salem.
How many more relics does she need to end the world again? How are you even supposed to stop her now that Atlas is gone?
Good questions. No.
Hey, Rubes,
I...
maybe we shouldn't worry about home right now. We've got enough problems to.
The cat! What? Oh, no, I wasn't paying attention. Where did they go now?
Oh, they saw a bug.
And you didn't say anything?
It was a very interesting bug.
Of all the characters from the book, why did it have to be the cat? Why couldn't we have gotten help from the lively carpenter or the rusted knight? One was sweet, one was handsome, and neither of them had the attention span of a goldfish.
You know, I bet you could find a goldfish in one of these ponds.
Hey, do you hear that?
Caterpillar.
Is this the garden?
It certainly looks like a garden. But where's that humming coming from?
are you?
I am getting really tired of that question.
What question?
What are you?
Oh, that question. Isn't it obvious? I am an herbalist. The herbalist. At least, until I'm not anymore.
Oh, good. Well, all questions answered then.
Sorry to bother, but, my
Like
friends
Sassy
and I
Yang.
could use some help. See, we're trying to get to that giant tree, but
Help getting to the tree. Ah, yes. Everyone needs help these days. Everyone.
Don't seem to like that. Everyone's lazy these days. Cool house.
Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
you can make us a Grogurt parfait, right?
I must say, you all seem a bit,
Okay, table.
hesitant. What did you say you were again?
Make some guacamole.
We're huntresses.
And what exactly does a huntress do?
Fight
Hunts.
monsters, I guess. I'm sorry, I don't understand why this matters.
I don't understand how you don't understand. I am an herbalist. I make medicines and remedies to help others on their journeys. It is what I am. So, do you know what a huntress is, or do you guess?
Huntresses are heroes. We protect those who can't protect themselves.
Here you go, Blake.
Thank you. Now, would you say that you're good huntresses?
Look, can you help
Ruby's
us or
just
not?
so unsure of herself now.
I am trying. But you are making this far more complicated than it needs to be. We all have our titles, our roles to play. But in order to help you become whatever it is you need to become, you should really have a better understanding of what you are now.
Okay. How do we open mushroom door?
This is how a king winds up a prince. Follow me. My work is never done.
Cool, he's got a bunch of bongs. Hookahs.
It's definitely what I was seeing too.
Everything's like blacklight. These pipes.
Please, take a seat.
Actually, I think maybe we should be going. Right, Ruby?
This won't take long. Just answer the questions. What are you?
Oh,
Are you sure you know? You have to be sure of what you are and of what you're going to be.
Blake! Ruby!
her mom. Oh no, that's self.
What? You don't have to go forward, you know. You could go back. Back to before. What? What are you talking about? It's simple, really. You could just be human. Or just a cat, if you wanted. Really, it's up to you. Why would I do that? Like I said, it's simple. Much simpler than trying to be a bridge between humans and faunus. Why struggle with that responsibility?
The Schnee name. Why bother anymore? What does it even stand for?
Yeah, it's so different.
Instead, you could be
You're right.
a nobody. Could you imagine? Not a single bit of baggage upon your shoulders. Isn't that what you want? To be free?
To be something simpler.
To be whole again? No.
There you go.
My losses, my failures, those more than anything are what have shaped me into who I am. Showed me how I need to grow. If there's something I'm missing, it's not because I've lost it. It's because I haven't found it yet.
Okay, so these three are in a good
The only way to
headspace.
do that
Yep.
is to keep going.
But we
A
haven't seen
simple
Ruby.
life wouldn't be my life. My family, my friends, my culture. I belong to them just as much as they belong to me.
There you
To
go.
give that all away wouldn't be simplicity. It would be betrayal.
I don't know who you think you are, but let me tell you who I am. I am the granddaughter of a hero and the child of a villain. I am a citizen of a fallen kingdom and an heir to nothing. I will not be defined by my name because I will be the one to define it. I
Yeah.
am Moishni.
Best answer.
I am a huntress.
Fucking
I am a
badass.
huntress.
I am a huntress.
Oh.
So, are you a huntress? Like the ones you read about in books?
Oh, she's on her knees,
I
on shoulders.
don't know. They always saved the day, didn't they? Always knew what to do. Always won in the end. But life isn't like a fairy tale. That's right. It's up to you to make things better, isn't it? Everything all depends on you. Your sister needs you. Your friends need you. The whole world needs you to keep fighting forever and ever against an invincible monster that took your mother. Mom was the best, but even she failed. And that doesn't seem fair. None of this seems fair. What am I supposed to do? You can do whatever you want. Be whoever you want. You don't even have to be Ruby Rose.
Come on, Ruby.
So, what are you gonna be?
Get away from her!
Saved by the cat.
That's a bit much.
Oh, Herb, look at yourself. You're done. You're supposed to be helping others find their way, but you've lost your own. Please, let me help. And take a little bit of my heart. You'll feel much better.
I do apologize. I always was a bit of a workaholic. Huntresses, was it? Peculiar things.
Okay. Bye.
All right then.
What happened?
Oh, I found the cat.
Well done, Mouse. Well done.
Yeah. Good job, Little. Oh man. First of all, the visual of like the smoke and everything, like in the changing lights, like I thought was done really well as far as like, I don't know, sort of like a trippy sequence goes. It had that I don't know, ethereal sort of like vibe to it without being like super jarring that sometimes those things come. Like a lot of times when that happens, I'm like, oh no, we're going into like a dream sequence or like a trip sequence. I'm like, it's gonna be all super weird. And but I thought this one was handled great.
Yeah, I agree. I'm so worried about Ruby.
Yeah.
Like I was so proud of Weiss and Blake and Yang for meeting their past selves. Their past selves kind of trying to like offer them the easy way out. Like,
Yeah.
we can undo that thing that makes you unhappy. And all of them saying like, no, I am the culmination of my successes and failures. I'm the culmination of the good things and the bad things that have happened to me. And I'm proud and happy of who I am. Which doesn't necessarily make me any better than anyone, but it's I have self-acceptance and awareness, and like that's all I need. And I will go forward as who I am right now because that's who I want to be. And then Ruby, I mean, just to what you said, like the physicality of her on her knees, hunched. So I mean, she looks so beaten down.
Yeah.
And she can't answer what she is or who she is.
It was like, I mean, one, yes, the failing and letting Salem get the relics, but also just like the death of Penny. Man, like Ruby's been the light and the beacon and the hope for the whole group. But like, that's what Penny was for her. And to lose her again, oh man, it has completely broken her. I will say, Yang was quite funny in this episode. Like, she had a lot of I don't know, just like clever remarks, and I liked her attitude and sassy attitude, and yeah, especially like when Weiss said the thing to the cat, and she goes back, "Good one, burned, got him, roasted."
Sassy Yang.
Yeah, she was a ton of fun. I don't know, like I hope that that attitude continues.
Yeah, I mean, I think she was really the only one who brought humor. Her and the mouse, really.
Yeah.
And I guess like the curious cat with like, I feel a butt coming. That was
great.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was really clever.
It was also interesting, like seeing past Ruby, who we've always known to be like so upbeat and positive and optimistic, and kind of like further beating herself down, but with positivity. Oh yeah, Hunter says they always know what to do. They always do the right thing. Your mom was the best. Like things that should be in a way kind of comforting to hear or nice to hear, and yet in this scenario are just kind of like furthering the juxtaposition between Ruby and how she thinks of herself in this moment, and like everybody else who does everything right, who's got like all the skill and the talent, and they still failed, so everyone's gonna fail. Like, I don't know, it was just it was an interesting way of showing it, because I mean, as the audience member, you're feeling the like sense of like not good enough, failure is predetermined, it's hopeless, like, but you're feeling that by hearing all the positive words of past Ruby. So it was very interesting how they did that, and I really appreciated the storytelling element of that.
Going back to Yang, I was just thinking, like, I mean, the first 3 seasons when they were at Beacon, she was like very well established as, I don't know, she was just like so sure of herself and confident, and had that attitude. And then, you know, she lost her hand and she got beaten down, and then she had to like build back up and get her confidence back. But then as soon as she got her confidence back, it just felt as though, other than like, you know, the relationship with her and Blake, and, you know, helping her get over like and fight and destroy Adam, and just like, you know, she's helped along the way. But like, I don't know, it felt like this episode, they locked into what her personality is. I don't know, sort of like going forward. And yeah, maybe it's been there before and I just haven't noticed it, but it just seemed like it just clicked this episode. Like when the cat was talking and she's like, yeah, we didn't catch any of that. I mean, it was just like, it's still like feisty, but it's in a different sort of way. It's not that hothead that she was before. It's just feisty, like in a different way, that I quite enjoy. So I don't know if I've just stumbled on it, or if this is something that's that they finally figured out her wheelhouse, but I just really enjoy it.
I mean, it makes sense with the evolution. Like before, she was so bold. Mm-hmm. Some of the knocks have kind of taken away that boldness, but without taking away her courage or her confidence entirely. So there's like, it's like a more, I don't know, like a more grounded feistiness.
Yeah.
Like everything is more rooted in the depth of her that has expanded because of what she's been through. Yeah.
Agreed. So it's different kind of confidence that she's got that she had in the beginning.
More solid and authentic, I feel like.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's like earned.
Yeah.
Confidence. It's well-earned confidence. And Weiss's answer, I thought, to her past self was the best out of all of them.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to define who I am. I mean, and that she's had that like goal for a while, but just to hear her like sort of like clearly state everything. I mean, especially granddaughter of a hero, daughter of a villain.
Yep.
I like just to say that out loud again, like that's something we already knew, but to say it out loud, it's like, and to have her like admit that, it was very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, to outline the Schnee name and like the pendulum that it's been from like extreme highs and lows, goods and bads, and to say like the name itself is kind of meaningless because of that, because it's gone to such lengths. What matters is me.
Yeah.
I matter, and I will make this name what it is for me, for this generation, on my terms.
Let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our RWBY reactions, then check out Patreon, patreon.com/definitely-not-definitive, or check out the link in the description of this video. Thanks for seeing our reaction for RWBY, which keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.